Paul was out riding his bike, and I called him and asked if he could bring these home, and could he do it right away. He immediately went to the deli and bought a cooked baked potato, wrapped in foil, piping hot, and put it in the back of his bike shirt. The next stop was Whole Foods, where he bought a bag of frozen peas and tucked that in the other side of his bike shirt. He was back at the apartment in a matter of minutes, only to be refused admittance on our elevator because of a fire alarm. He told them, in no uncertain terms, as only he can do, the importance of reaching me immediately. As I am peacefully reading in bed, he frantically runs into the room with a look of sheer panic on his face, and he was quite a sight in his bike shoes, the bike helmet, wild bright bike outfit, with the frozen peas burning one side of his back and the hot potato burning the other. He thought I must have heard the fire alarm, and I would not know how to escape, as I could barely walk. Yes, he is there for me every step of the way, and then some. Together we are facing this horrific disease. Pancreatic cancer is the deadliest cancer. The statistics are alarming, and I learn daily more and more about this dreadful disease and the terrible impact it has made on so many lives. Pancreatic cancer has the highest mortality rate of any cancer, and there are no early detection methods. And when I asked my doctor, what could I have done to prevent this? He said nothing. We know that despite the fact that pancreatic cancer is the deadliest form of cancer, it receives the least amount of research funding from the federal government of all major cancers and is decades behind other cancers in terms of research. In the year 2000, there were less than 10 fully funded researchers in pancreatic cancer nationwide. A third of the patients die within 1 year, and less than 5% survive more than 5 years. Those are terrible statistics. Chemotherapy drugs are used in pancreatic cancer to alleviate symptoms, not for curative treatments. Recently, only one drug has been approved for pancreatic cancer, which only extends life, on average, by 2 weeks. We were shocked to learn of all of this, and I am so proud that Paul and I are presently sponsoring a career development award through PanCan for research being conducted by Dr. Kimberly Kelly at Massachusetts General Hospital to discover a detection marker that will substantially reduce the mortality rate of this disease. Thank you. That is but one gift that we can give back to the pancreatic cancer community. Another gift I can give is to help people better understand this disease and give them hope. I receive numerous phone calls from people all across the country asking me if I will speak with a friend or loved one who has just been diagnosed with cancer. I used to think my story was insignificant and boring, that I should provide only factual information. But the feedback I constantly receive is that my positive attitude has provided inspiration, hope, and guidance, and has encouraged many to better understand that they are not alone and that there is hope. I have not reached this place alone. It has come from my adoring and loving husband, my incredible doctor, his fabulous team, the tremendous outpouring of love, support, and friendship from all of you, and so many friends that could not be here tonight, and from Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. PanCan is a true gift to the pancreatic cancer community. Their patients, their families, their caregivers, the doctors and the researchers who all work nonstop. All of us are so fortunate to have PanCan there for us to educate, inform, and reassure. You need to know that I am not a group-type person. So when I was invited to attend the educational symposium hosted by PanCan last November, I must admit, I accepted with some reluctance. I reviewed the agenda and the topics and the speakers were impressive, but it still didn't excite me. I arrived alone, not knowing anyone, and sat in the last row during the first lecture, planning my escape route if necessary. I quickly found my attitude changing, taking copious notes and raising my hand, asking questions to become more involved. It was a dynamic group, well-informed, and very organized. At the first break, a lovely young woman came up to me and asked me if I was a patient of Dr. Isaacoff's. I said yes, and she said that she had recognized me. She sat in his waiting room with her boyfriend and saw me come into the office and sign in. She said they talked about how much energy I had and that I was probably there with a patient, that I couldn't possibly be a patient, until they saw me enter the treatment room and stay in there for some time. I was struck by her journey of courage and determination as she shared her story. I learned that she was not eligible for surgery. As I listened with compassion, I was desperate to find the words that would be helpful, comforting, encouraging, anything for this beautiful young woman who should not be experiencing any of this. It did not take long for me to understand the gift that PanCan delivers and how important their services are for me and this new friend I had just made. We've heard about PanCan's PALS that Julie mentioned tonight, the patient and liaison programs. They reach out and help families and patients all across the country, over 23,000 of them. How lucky are they? Or PanCan's Team Hope, volunteers who work tirelessly to promote the awareness of pancreatic cancer and educate the public. And quite notably, as we just heard, they've raised over $8.5 million for programs for the community while raising the visibility, which is so important. Indeed, PanCan is a gift. When I entered this journey with pancreatic cancer, I could have chosen love or despair. I have chosen love, and I have chosen to help eradicate pancreatic cancer as a life-threatening disease. The volunteers, caregivers, families, and friends of PanCan are all angels, and together we can help make a difference. But we can't do it alone, and we need your help. I started out by telling you that I had a gift, and that was pancreatic cancer. And I want to close by saying that you all are my most precious gift. Time does not permit me to tell you the funny anecdotes and the loving tales of each and every one of you, how you have reached out to me and to Paul, your most incredible acts of kindness, your support, encouragement, most special friendship is something I will always cherish, and I can't thank you enough for being there for me. I am deeply grateful to all of you for your presence here tonight. Your generous support will have an enormous impact on our patient services, our community outreach, heightening the awareness of this disease, and the ability to fund new research. You will make a difference for so many lives, and hopefully for mine as well. Thank you.